Welcome to the first impressions little mini review of the organic spirulina powder. If you are here because you want to find out about organic spirulina powder, or that you've actually bought it like me without even researching everything, then I shall give you a heads up. Number one, don't buy organic spirulina powder. Because based on my own initial research, it turns out that organic spirulina powder, whether it's organic or grown in a farm, probably better grown in a farm, to be honest with you. The way I've seen those farms, the powder is only 2% of the 100%ness of fresh. So, and this is the thing, I've looked at fresh spirulina, right? Mainly coming from people who ride bikes up hills because they're mad, you know, and apparently fresh spirulina works from. But this is the catch. In my country it costs 24 quid for a week's supply, right? That's just a normal week's supply. These athletes said it only works when they have it twice a day. So then, if you're in England, you'd have to spend like, it's 24 quid for a week's supply, you'd have to spend like £58. No, £48 a week just to get up that little bit up that hill a little bit quicker. I mean, come on, seriously. And this, right, this only has 2% of the freshness. So your first mistake is you bought the wrong stuff. The second mistake is you didn't see how flipping expensive it is. And thirdly, you know, it grows 8 times its own weight, you know, in a day. The guys they're making an absolute fortune on this stuff. All you need is a greenhouse with a bit of water, maybe a wave machine, a load of green algae and stuff, blue algae, whatever it is. And they're charging an absolute fortune, and people are getting ripped off buying the powders. I mean, I didn't buy this powder because someone selling it to me. I was just watching like this health channel and they say, oh yeah, they do this, yeah, blah 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 blah, and it got into my head, man. Got into my head. But I've got it now. You've probably got it. And if you don't have it, make sure you buy fresh. But if you can afford to buy fresh, you may as well just grow it yourself. Yeah? And plus, right, you get a lot of heavy metals with it apparently. This one has had the heavy metals took out. But at least you know if you go out home, you're not going to have any heavy metals in it. But let's further ado, let's get in to the 2% of the world's madness and see how this is. First off, I'm going to open it with scissors. But who needs scissors when you've got fingers? And then you open it like this. Oh, right, oh. Oh. It smells like crisps. Oh, can I it smells like crisps. Have a look inside there. Can you see how green it is? How green can you go? I mean, the smell, right? Smells a bit like crisps, but not in a good way. Well, you know, it's not horrible, but it's not nice. And then we're going to use 2.5 grams, apparently 2.5 mil is 2.5 grams. This is half a teaspoon apparently. So that's what we're going to do. Half a teaspoon of 2%. I mean, 2%. It's because you don't get any enzymes and stuff to kill them all off. Right, let's have a look at this. Oh, I hate that. And you get it all nice and green like that. And you put it in the water. There we go. Here's a second. There you go. Alright. And then what you need now is I've got it all over my fingers. It stains just like the other thing. And then you get something like this, a toothbrush, a little thingy-majiggle, and then you stir it. And stir it in. And stir it in. Oh, well, that looks like a seaweed, so it might not be as powdery as I thought it was going to be. Also, I'm thinking that doing it this way might have been a bad idea because it's a bit lumpy and stuff. And it's very, very, very green. I can't believe how green it is. Good job we only used 2.5 mil, you know what I mean? Jeez. So as you can see by that, even though it's been made into a powder, it's not exactly powdered form. There's still some bits in there, you know, that look like actual alginess. So it must have been finely pressed, nice and gently, I reckon. So we've probably got like an extra % of spirulina. Right, let's see what it tastes like. No, that's definitely the powder. I've tasted this before somewhere. Maybe at a Chinese or something. Maybe at a buffet. Yeah, definitely gonna have to wash that. Put it in the wash cup. Get all this up here. Yeah, I've definitely tasted that. It tastes like, I'll tell you what it tastes like. It tastes like false seaweed. You know the seaweed, crispy seaweed you get at buffets and stuff. That's not real seaweed. It tastes like that. Right. But so far, that little bit I put in my mouth, it's made me all green and stuff. It doesn't taste horrible. Oh, wait a minute, I need to close the packet. Can't let contaminants fall into this. Alright. Now with everything, you gotta taste stuff on trust. Is it organic? Who knows? These are all the things on the thing. So while that's like kind of dissolving, I'm gonna read a little bit to you. Spirulina is a natural blue-green algae. Yeah, I think it looks more green than blue, but I can see where it's coming from with a hint of blue. That harness energy from the sunlight to fuel its growth. As one of the most protein-dense plant foods available, a rich source of micronutrients, it really is one of the world's best and original superfoods, cultivated by crazy people charging awful prices. Even though it's, you know, just watch a video now to cultivate this. All they need is water and a little wave machine. How much electric does a wave machine have? You can put a solar power thing on that, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Cultivated and harvested in pure freshwater pools, our minimally processed spirulina is dried into a naturally nutritious powder. So, like, I mean, 2% for proper grinded. Could we give this more? I don't know. I don't know, maybe 3%, maybe 4%. And then it's got on here per 100 gram, we're doing 2.5 gram. So 2.5% or 330 calories is what? 10 calories or something, I don't know. There's no fat, hardly any carbs. Protein, loads of protein, 65 grams of protein per 100 gram. There's a bit of vitamin B, but you know, that's if you take it in 100. A lot of magnesium, right? But again, unless you have 100 gram, then it's 8 minutes and 45 seconds. Let's drink this up. Here we go. Here comes the taste test. A lot of people I've seen drink this says it's horrible. I'm going to say if it's nice. I don't taste anything. By the way, I'm using tap water in my to start the taste. Well, the way people say online that it tastes absolutely like pond water, it doesn't taste like pond water to me. Oh, well, yeah. What does pond water really taste like? It tastes like pond water, that's what it tastes like. And this don't taste like pond water, it has a funky smell to it. All it does, it tastes like water and has a little bit of a funky smell to it and there's no taste to it. So Does it tell you how much I'm going to take in a go? Research the world for the most nutritious food sources from producers who use organic methods and guarantee that at least 10% of our profits each year support local and environmental projects around the world. Ooh! Then you got the ice cream thing. Ingredients suggested use take 1 to 2. You know, this is what gets me. It says here, suggested use, right? Take 3 to 6 grams, right? And then it says 1 to 2 teaspoons per day. Now, that 2.5 ml is only half a teaspoon, but it's supposed to be 2.5 grams. So, I don't know how to work all this. I mean, could we put another teaspoon in? It might taste a lot better. I don't know, it might taste worse. Now we'll just go with this. Listen, start off with a half a teaspoon, and you'll know if you like the taste or not. There's hardly any taste in here. There's nothing really. It tastes like water, and work yourself up from that. If you feel like this is going to be good for you, I'll find out through the day if this is good for you. I've had nothing to eat since 4 o'clock in the morning. Coming up to like 5-6 hours. I will find out if this has anything going. Alright, what else do you need to know? That's all you need to know. You know, powder form, 2% or a little bit more. Buy fresh. If you buy fresh, it's expensive. If you can afford to buy expensive, do it yourself. If you can't afford to do it expensive, do it yourself anyway. Get together with your mates. But the way they say it's horrible online, no. Just, I must have a different one or something. Oh, they're not mixing it in properly. Oh, they're not doing enough water. I don't know, because I can't taste anything off this. That's what it looks like underneath, all green and stuff. Yeah, so this is the first impressions, and everybody on the internet saying this is horrible is completely off the reds. This is the M21. 13 minutes? No way! That's insane, that is.